Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. We're off to the supermarkets again, and it's one that I picked up from Asda. I think it was £3. It was part of the 4 for 3 thing, but I think this was one I paid for. And it's a collaboration beer, and it's from Harbour Brewing and 21st Amendment. And this is a can of their Castles in the Sky Prickly Pear Cold IPA, coming in at 6.8%. 440ml can, like I said, £3, part of the 4 for 3 thing. Right, what's he saying? Grist. What's that? Rice, malted barley, wheat. Yeast is W3470 lager yeast, I'm guessing, and the hops are Mosaic, Citra, and Amarillo. I've never heard of 21st Amendment, but obviously I've heard of Harbour. Quite cool artwork there. Very cool indeed. So, let's get it cracked open and get it into a glass, see what we get. Hope you're all well. It's a lovely evening now. Oh, way up. He's well and truly filled. As you can see, it's shot up, but we'll see. Oh, way up. This is a funny old colour IPA. Oh, there, buzzer. We'll leave it there so I can swill it. Let me see. A transatlantic collaboration with our friends at 21st Amendment Brewery that are out of San Francisco, California. And it is not saying anything else about the beer at all. So prickly pear IPA. I'm expecting pear flavours and aromas really out of this IPA. So, in a glass. Hazy. It's got a rhubarb stroke raspberry kind of look about it. I don't get much carbonation going up this glass, but I'm seeing quite a bit. To be honest. We've got a finger and a half of quite spacious pink head, I'm going to call it. I don't know if the prickly pear is a different kind of pear to what we know. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. So, let's stop talking shit or chatting rubbish, whatever you want to say, Baz. And there's a bit of sediment in there as well. And diving on the nose, see what we get. Okay. For me, there's you sort of expect pear, don't you? Because it says prickly pear. For me, what I'm getting in there is maybe slight aromas of pear. And slight aromas of raspberry. And I'm wondering if that's the prickly pear thing. I'm wondering if it's sort of like there's pear in it and there's that sour sort of raspberry kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, it's looking more sort of like a sour IPA. But there's even maybe a hint of sourness on the nose. A little bit of hoppiness. A little bit of a... There's almost, I don't know, a sweetness, maybe a creamy sort of lactose feel in there, but it's not saying nothing on the can. I mean, it's quite good I'm not putting anything on the can because you need to guess it all, you need to work it out yourself. But that's the sort of thing I'm picking up. So, let's stop talking rubbish and dive in. Cheers. Yeah. That's a sour IPA. That is a sour IPA. It's more just like a sour, if I'm totally honest. Let's see if there is any more in there. Yeah. Sour IPA. It's a style that I'm not overly keen on, if I'm totally honest. Body, I suppose, is in between an IPA and a sour. It's medium. It's not full-on IPA body. It's not full-on sort of sour body. There's definitely a sour tartness to this beer. Quite a bit of carbonation in there. Not big bubbles, but there's quite a bit going on with the carbonation. Not smooth, as you would expect really, with me coming out saying about the sourness. It's not soft, as you would expect really, with me coming out with the sourness. Taste wise, you do get an inkling of hop in there. I'm not going to lie with that. In the background, for me, you get that hop sort of taste, but front end it's very much sort of sour tart raspberry, and you just get that inkling of pear, that sort of light flavour in the background behind the raspberry. Yeah, it's a sour IPA, isn't it? Tart. I'm waiting to see if there's any sort of bitterness that comes in. But no, it's really sort of, like I say, a little bit of hop, raspberry, tart, sour, a little bit of pear sort of running alongside that raspberry, or maybe just behind it. And that's about it. It's quite carbonated. I'm getting that now, but I've drunk quite a bit, I suppose, in a short space of time. I mean, I don't know, it's not a style I'm particularly keen on. I've had a few of them and I don't know, it just, I don't know. 6.8%, do you get it? You don't get the 6.8% in all fairness. I mean, that is hidden by sourness. I mean, it's probably one of the few that I've had. I mean, I've not had many, but I find the sourness takes over. This, for me, you do sort of get that hop in the background, but it's still overtaken by the sourness. And I just think, I just don't see the point of a sour IPA, if I'm brutally honest. Because, you know, out the times I've had it, you don't get any of the IPA in it, apart from this occasion where you get the hoppiness, if you like. And it's just full on sour. So if you want an IPA, you buy an IPA. If you want a sour, you buy a sour. For me, a sour IPA is one of them that, I don't know really. It's neither here nor fucking there. You're stuck in the middle of a beer, aren't you, really? So for me, personally, Castles in the Sky Prickly Pear from Harbour Brewing and 21st Amendment doesn't do it for me. But from my limited knowledge and experience of sort of sour IPAs, this might be up your street. There is an inkling of that sort of, and of hoppiness that reminds you of maybe there's an IPA there rather than just straight off sour, but that does soon get overtaken by the sourness. So yeah, Castles in the Sky for me, Prickly Pear. Don't do it for me, but if you're a fan of sour IPAs, maybe give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to subscribe as well, and I will see you again soon on another beer review. Cheers.